Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you along for a day in the life, starting with my morning routine. We're gonna go to the aquarium in San Diego, and then we're gonna go for a family hike in Torrey Pines and maybe have lunch at one of our favorite cafes in La Jolla. So come along. We're gonna end things off chatting about goals and making this amazing butternut squash soup that I make all the time. I'm gonna show you how I do it. So stick around and come along for the ride.
Oh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Because males have birch.
Yeah. We gotta see if
It looks like he's pregnant.
we need to see if one of them is gonna shoot out their babies.
It's gonna poop out its baby.
No, shoot
Like
out.
right
Oh,
there,
shoot out
and
its
its
baby.
tummy, it goes like,
Oh yeah,
like all the babies come out.
that's great.
Wait, what do you do to make it like?
Stick it in the center. Touch it in the middle and it'll close up.
Touch it in the middle.
You guys want to see a lobster? This is how
the shark that I have over here. Good job, Calvin. Here at Torrey Pines, and so excited to take you on this hike with us. But hiking is kind of like a family tradition for us. I feel like we do it every year on either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and I like to come when we can see the sunset because it's so gorgeous. So yeah, I feel like hiking as a family is something that we do a lot, and it's really fun because we can talk about life and have fun together, be in nature. What do you guys like hiking?
Yeah.
It looks super excited.
They complain a lot less about how long we're out and how steep it is now that they're older. That it's steep? That's what hiking is. Otherwise, it would be walking.
Can we go somewhere flat?
That would just be walking.
So?
Yeah.
We can go on a flat dirt trail.
That would just be walking. We're gonna go hike. I did do a outfit change in the car and whipped up a sweat. Changing my outfit. I have the same shirt on, but I changed my pants. And there's a guy sitting over here. So I had to like lie back to get my pants on. The bathrooms are gross. Don't use the public restrooms if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? All right, I think I'm nowhere to me too. Yes. Let's do it. Last hike of 2024. So the nice thing about hiking Torrey Pines on holidays and evenings to watch the sunset when other people are like going out to dinner, date nights, or holidays like New Year's Eve, a lot of people are going out. Well, let's be honest, most of them are not moms, I guess, but it's quiet and there's not a lot of people here, so it's so beautiful to come this time of day. And also not during the summer, I would say. Spring and summer it gets busier, right, babe?
Yeah, springtime is nice because you got all the wildflowers.
Tons of wildflowers out here in the spring. But I just love coming this time of year because, I don't know, there's something about being out in nature that helps me like connect to my goals and my, you know, just makes me feel motivated for new beginnings. And there's just something so special about watching the sunset on the last day of the year. We're sunsetting 2024. Isn't that what they say in like corporate America when they're getting rid of something?
The latest model and starting the new model.
Starting the new model, 2025. So, this is fun. I love Torrey Pines. It's my happy place. When I did my goal setting, and I talked about this in my podcast episode that released this week, I thought about what I was leaving behind in 2024. For me, perfectionism and limiting beliefs were two huge things that held me back personally in 2024. So I'm gonna leave them behind and step into the new year with new energy and some big goals, which we'll talk about later. Like gorgeous. Okay, we are gonna make my mom's really easy butternut squash soup. It's literally butternut squash, apples, onion, and garlic, and butternut squash. So we're gonna chop everything up, and then I think if you're gonna do this on a night, we're not doing anything tonight, and we didn't work today because it's New Year's Eve, but if you are doing this on a day when you're really busy, you're working all day, it's crazy, kid's schedule or something like that, I would pre-chop everything and have it in the fridge ready to go. So all you have to do is heat up the oven, toss it in olive oil, salt and pepper, roast it, and then we're gonna use an immersion blender to make the soup. It's really easy, I'll show you. I know it sounds intimidating. When my mom first taught me how to do this, I was like, oh no, it sounds like a lot of steps, but it's really, really easy. So let's do it. Okay, while the butternut squash is cooking, we're gonna chat about New Year's goals. So I did a podcast episode on this recently where I kind of shared what I'm using for my strategy to stay motivated in 2025. So I just kind of wanted to share it. So first things first is you have to choose what you're gonna leave behind in 2024, and I'm leaving behind perfectionism and limiting beliefs. Write down what you're leaving behind this year so you can start this 2025, this new year or this new season, if you're watching this after the new year, this new season that you're stepping into with clear energy. And then think about what goals, right? What goals do you want to work on in this new season, in this new year? And you list everything out, like everything that comes to mind, just list it all out. And then maybe circle your top 10 or top 5 that you want to focus on in this year. And then once you have that, you are going to only focus on one of those goals at a time. So like January, your January focus is going to be your number 1 goal or your number 2 goal or whatever, if you're listing them, whatever goal you're focusing on, and focus on that for the month. Commit to that for the month. And every day you're going to write down 3 action steps that help you work on that goal in some way, shape, or form. And when you do this is going to help you not get overwhelmed. So you're not like writing down 21 goals and then like just trying to do it all at once and then giving up on the 2nd or the 3rd of the year. You're not like overwhelming yourself, right? Because there will be days when you'll wake up and you're not going to feel motivated, but you can motivate yourself by creating discipline, by knowing you have that one focus that you're going to focus on for that time, and you have 3 things that you need to do that day to move the needle, right? And to have forward momentum. And that when you create that forward momentum, that motivates you. You're self-motivating yourself. Self-motivating yourself. I don't know if that's how you say it, but you know what I mean? Like you're going to be self-motivated to achieve your goals. So I came up with this thing when I was running online challenge groups called the Weekly Habit Focus. And I've talked about that in a previous podcast episode as well for Motivated Minutes with Meg. But the Weekly Habit Focus is the same idea where you're focusing on like one habit a week, like as far as healthy habits go, fitness, wellness. But you can do the same thing with your goals, and I would just do it every single month. And if you need to focus on something for like longer, like the whole first quarter of the year, the first 3 months, then you're focusing on that thing. So this way, you're not overwhelming yourself, you're getting really clear, and you have those daily action steps. I like to create the daily actions that I'm gonna do that day in the morning during like my morning journal time and like I'm planning out my day. You can also think about it if you sit down to plan your week on like Sunday. I guess you could plan out like, I'm gonna do these actions on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then maybe you take Sunday off and Sunday's just for planning, however you wanna do it. I just think for me, I'm really clear in the mornings and I get really excited and like hyped up when I write down what I get to do. And I'm very action oriented. So thinking about the actions in the morning, writing them down, it's kind of like a whole process. So try it out, let me know. It's really a great way to not overwhelm yourself and to keep yourself motivated like for the long term. So I have like 5 big goals for 2025. One of them is to grow my YouTube channel and build community on here. Another one is to grow Instagram, and I have like a specific number. And with those 2 alone, like they're different actions, but I'm not gonna focus on them at the same time. So when I think about growing on YouTube, for me, that means 1 new video a week. I know what day I'm releasing it, on Thursdays, and I'm gonna show up messy, I'm gonna show up real, and I'm gonna do it and trust the process, and I'm gonna grow and have fun. With Instagram, since that's a comfortable place for me already as a creator, it's gonna look bigger. Like it's gonna look like posting more than once a day. It's gonna look like challenges being held in my stories. It's gonna look like me reaching out and networking and connecting like I used to back in the day. It's gonna be more time consuming, but I'm gonna do that starting in February. However, I kind of did wanna run a wellness challenge, like just a 5-day really fun wellness challenge in my Instagram stories. So again, I have all these ideas and I'm writing them all down, but I'm sticking to the one focus per month. And now if you are focusing on something simple like drinking more water, let's say, and you create that habit within 3 weeks, like the first 3 weeks of the year, good, switch over to another goal. But this last year, one of my goals was to become hydrated because I had vertigo at the beginning of the year and I was like dehydrated, my hormones were a mess. So I really had to focus on creating that habit of like drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning before my coffee. That was like one of my daily action steps. As simple as it sounds, you guys, this is groundbreaking stuff. Like our lives are built upon the simple daily actions that we're taking and our daily habits. And so if we can become aware of what those habits are and what those actions are that we're taking every day, then we're not just gonna be making unaware choices, we're gonna have more control of our life and like the direction that we're going, and we're gonna be able to achieve more. So that's just an example. Like if you get through a goal quickly and hit it, then move on to the next one, even if it's mid-month. But the biggest rule is to focus on one goal at a time and to have those 3 daily action goals to move you forward every single day. Some might stay the same every day, some might change, but I would say 5 to 10 goals is a good amount. So yeah, I'm excited. Let me know what one of your 2025 goals are in the comments. I would love to hear it. And just remember that what works for one person may not work for you. So that goes with what I'm saying as well. Like take what I'm saying and like implement it for yourself, fine tune it, change it a little bit, like make it work for you, because everything that I share on here is to help you. It's not to frustrate you. So if like what I'm teaching or what I'm sharing isn't quite right for you, how can you like take that information and like make it right for you? Because I feel like there's so much information in the world, right? And we can be everything. We're so accessible to information is so accessible to us. And sometimes it can become even overwhelming with the amount of information. So just take little bits from what you're listening to and what you're, as you're watching and following along. And I just want you to feel inspired and like excited for life and for your wellness and your health journey every time you come onto my channel. So I'm gonna go check on the soup.